social, political, and cultural implications that a sport like hockey has on a nation and all of its people. And that's the overall goal of this exhibit, helping us to look at race and ethnicity and the power through the lens of hockey. By doing so, it makes us think about the diversity in our community and how we can work to build a more just and inclusive community, where all people are valued for their talents and abilities. It also allows us to build new understandings and fresh perspectives. Our diversity makes us stronger if we are intentional about being inclusive and welcoming. And if we are intentional about it, sports like hockey can build bridges that unite us all.
Hi, my name is Satinder Dillon, and I designed the We Are Hockey exhibit. All the work and players mentioned in the exhibit come from Courtney Zoe's work. I think she wrote her PhD or thesis on everything, and that's where we got all of our information. So there's a lot of stuff in it. Obviously, we'll miss some things and have some things, so yeah, it's just some significant events. Okay, the one thing I learned from the exhibit is that if like issues like race and stuff come up, we shouldn't shy away from it. We should talk about it and dig deeper into what's actually going on, rather than just kind of like brushing it off, or just kind of, if something does happen, it's like there for a day and then we kind of forget about it. So things like this we should just keep shining the light on and showing like what really goes on.
Trying to backhand it out. Keller frees it to Rossignol. Across, scores! Sandu on the power play.
My name is Tyler Sandu. I play for the UBC men's hockey team. I started playing hockey when I was about 4 years old. My parents put me on skates when I was 3. And then pretty much I started getting into hockey because my dad, he loved hockey all his life. Pretty much they always said that my first thing I'd always go towards was my hockey stick when I was younger, so I pretty much picked it up and never really turned back.
Corner now. Cahoon, slot, Parhar shot, scores! A second power play goal for the Thunderbirds.
Haneet Parhar, I played for UBC for 5 years, 2012 to 2017. I started playing hockey when I was 9. I started playing hockey because of my brother and a newspaper ad that said girls can play hockey, Tri-City Predators, so my mom put me in. No, I've been lucky. I didn't have too many run-ins with people on the ice, but not anything on ice. It happens too quickly, I think, but like when you do big camps and stuff like that, obviously some comments do come up, like I've been called Brown Girl countless of times. Brown Girl was actually my nickname on a team. So stuff like that, I don't call it racism, I just think it's just a poor choice of a nickname. But nothing, I wouldn't say nothing really drastic, or where I've had to reach out to someone or someone higher and say that this isn't right and she should be suspended or whatnot. But
a little bit growing up, I remember I was in Pee Wee, so I was about, I can say it's like about 10 or 11 years old, and that's the first time I ever got a racial remark, because I had a kid on the other team call me the N-word. And I remember I went outside, I was like, Mom, like some guy said something to me today. I'm like, I didn't know what it meant, and I told her, and she was obviously very upset. So I dealt with some fans calling me the N-word or calling me some brown racial kind of remarks, but I think mostly those came towards my friends who played and who were more traditional, and they heard it a lot more.
Big smack down in the corner. Sandu without a stick. Now without a helmet, going after him is Holt. We're going to have a scrap in the corner, and now an extra body.
So my one buddy I said I played with in Bantam, he wore a turban under his helmet. I played with him for a year, 2 years or something like that, and he actually had to talk to the league because the league wanted him to have to remove it to play with his helmet on, but obviously it was against what he believed in, and so he kept it on, but he heard it the most. Like, he used to have people call him Turbinator, and like I heard people call him butter chicken, like some of the worst things that people can say, and he was very, very good about it, though. He's very strong because, you know, I think it's kind of what we've had to deal with while playing hockey.
That's a good question. It doesn't, it doesn't. I think people who know me and know that I play hockey, they would say that I'm more Canadian regardless of the fact that I play hockey. But when people who don't know me and they don't know what I'm about and they have no history of my background, when they see me in like a grocery store, they would be like, oh, like they would never expect me to play hockey. And then once they do, they're like, oh, she's pretty Canadian, like she's pretty with it with, like, you know, a Canadian sport, and like she's good at it. Then those people think I'm more Canadian. But personally, like, if you take out hockey out of my life, I would say I'm just the same. But other people do perceive that I am more Canadian because I play hockey.
No, actually, I guess, well, there was one, like I know a couple of guys who played in junior, the AHL in East Coast, never played in the AHL. One's AJ Baines, and then the other is a guy I've talked to a little bit now is Dampy Brar. But actually my good buddy that I played junior with a lot, and we got to know each other pretty well, his name's Jar Kara. He plays in Edmonton now. So he's one that I know that's most recently playing. Kevin Sundar, who plays in Europe. And I think the reason why we all know each other decently well is because there's such a small community of us playing, and there is not many of us who are getting the opportunity to play at this level. So there isn't many that's made the NHL, but it's starting to go towards that.
Edmonton, number 16. What's his name? Kara? Yeah, him.
Super cool. I think being a part of anything this significant means a lot, and I think for our community to get that recognition is really big for not only myself, but like for all the little girls out there who are from different communities, different cultures or background, to see someone succeed and see someone make it, and into a coaching decision too is really big, and I hope young girls everywhere see that there is a path to getting there, and you just have to commit to it. I see it as a road bump. I don't see this as the end. I feel like our hockey community and our country will always rebound from anything negative, and we always will come out with something better and something. Maybe it needed to happen. Maybe we need to reconstruct and rethink how big we want to make this be, and maybe this is a step forward at a later date, but we don't know that yet. And I think with the people who we have in this country who support the hockey community, that we'll never not have a good moment in hockey, and I think we'll go forward from here.
Just started working for a company there called Up and Hockey, and pretty much they're a South Asian based hockey school, and their job is to reach out to South Asian kids and try to give them guidance that, you know, they can help them as they progress throughout their hockey careers. And I think the biggest thing about that is that they want to do something that they never had growing up. We never really had anybody to look up to in our own community. And the NHL and the World Juniors have already taken a step in it. We're actually going to be working with the NHL during the draft to do a whole skills thing for all the East Indian kids. And then we also did something for the World Juniors where we had a big camp going on for all the East Indian kids who are into hockey, and the whole World Juniors put it on. So I think it's taking steps towards it. There's a lot of people that are, you know, starting to look for that and try to help in the community, and hopefully it just keeps moving forward. Yeah, so like the Hockey Night Punjabi guys, we know them pretty well just because they actually help this company, and so I've gotten to know some of them decently well, and they're all really good guys.
I love this exhibit. It's unbelievable. I've had a chance to walk around a little bit and check out the stories, and that's really the unbelievable part of this is that we were honored from the Hockey Night Canada Punjabi aspect of being featured in here. There's names that I've read about, like Fred Saskamoose and Haley Wickenheiser, who's somebody who I've been lucky enough to meet and chat with, and she's an innovator of the game when it comes to the women's side of the game, and Willie O'Ree, another person that really opened up the game to people like myself. If he didn't play, we probably aren't in the broadcast industry or playing 20 or 30 years. There's a delay there. So to be even in an exhibit with those people, I don't think we're worthy, but fine. But it's unbelievable, and it just provides so much information and historical knowledge about hockey and how it is everybody's game. We Are Hockey is a significant title for this exhibit because everybody, all these communities featured have a rich history in it, and that's something that hasn't been told in the past.
Check out the We Are Hockey exhibit. It's up for the whole year until next year, March. So if you guys are ever in Abbotsford, some people think that's far away, but not really. So come down to the Civic Heritage Museum and see just what hockey actually is.